What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into the Jets Report. I'm your host, Patrick Siepman, and I wanted to start off today's show with just showing you guys this lovely meme that I saw on Twitter. 0 days since the last Jets embarrassment. That's what it was today. The Jets were just like how they've been during the first 4 weeks. They beat themselves. They started off slow offensively, too committed to the run when you're down 2 scores. Defense looks like one of the worst defenses in the National Football League. But again, the New York Jets are going to New York Jet every single day. That was perfect to start today's show. But hey, we'll dive into it. We'll talk about the offense, talk about the defense, and just talk about the mental mistakes that yet again, hinder this Jets football team to even coming close to reaching their full potential as a group. But before we do so, if you guys want to get the best Jets content out there, hit that subscribe button. No matter what the record is, no matter what's going on in Jetland, we will post videos every single day around your favorite football team. I'm not going anywhere. And if you are still watching these videos, if you're a diehard Jets fan, just an absolute sicko, you are the type of person I want subscribing to the channel. So if you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button. Plus, we're 160 subs away from 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. You guys are trying to help me out. That would be awesome. So hit that subscribe button today if you guys want the best Jets YouTube videos out there. All right, let's talk about Justin Fields. Stat line looks awesome. 32 of 46, 283 yards, found the end zone 2 times, quarterback rating over 100. This is just a fake comeback, Jets. And I think Fields, probably when you look at his stats throughout the first 5 weeks, in total, you're probably like, oh, Fields is having a pretty solid year. And I'm not saying Fields is the problem whatsoever. I don't think a lot of quarterbacks could have, 2-3 wins with this Jets team so far this season. Fields is obviously not the biggest issue, but he holds on to the ball way too long. I mean, the Cowboys today had 5 sacks. A big reason for that was obviously Jets' offensive line not holding up too well, but Fields just holds on to the ball too long. And, the stat line looks solid when you are down, 25-plus points late in the fourth quarter. It's pretty easy to move the football. But, Fields just kind of struggled early on in this game. Couldn't get any of the easy stuff going. The Jets are just also way too committed to the run. And I get it. That's your identity. That's your bread and butter. You want to lean into that. But you got to be able to adjust. And also keep this in mind. This was not a Cowboys defense that came into this game, thinking they were going to slow you down. They had the worst defense in the National Football League. But now I think the Jets potentially have the worst defense in the league. And, you let up 5 sacks to a Cowboys defense that, was just asking to get put down. They're one of the worst units in the NFL. Like, single units in the NFL, the Cowboys defense is near the bottom. And the Jets, I think we're about halfway through the third quarter, and they only had 3 points. Like, this team just comes out the gates way too slow. Like, when was the last time the Jets even had a game at halftime? Week 1? Probably the last time, because week 2, you get blasted by Buffalo. Week 3, you get blasted by Tampa Bay. Even Monday night against the Dolphins, ended up getting blasted by them. And then today, you get blasted, especially at the end of the first half. Holy cow, that Javonte Williams run. I almost blew a casket. Like, there's 29 seconds left. The Cowboys have 1 timeout. They got the ball in their own territory. They just hand it off up the middle, thinking they're going to set up Aubrey for a long field goal at the end of half. He ends up breaking tackles, goes down the left sideline, ends up making a play. Like, this Jets defense, it is so bad. Anybody can move the ball on them. And if you want to have your get-right game offensive, if you're coming into this, or if you're struggling so far to start this season, you want to play a defense, play the New York Jets, because you will be able to move the ball wherever. Producer Dylan jokes around saying just start whatever running back is playing the Jets that week. I couldn't agree more. Javonte Williams was absolutely ridiculous today. You actually want to flash his stats here real quick because it was ridiculous. His yards per carry, it was damn near at 10 yards per carry. Like, look, this is Javonte Williams. I think Javonte Williams is a fine back. Cowboys were also without 4 starting offensive linemen, and that's what they did to you on the ground. 16 carries, 135 yards, 8.4 yards per clip, and 1 touchdown. And this guy, Ryan, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. Who is this? This is a practice squad wide receiver that got elevated because of CeeDee Lamb injury. Cooked ya. 6 receptions, 114 yards, 19 yards per catch for a guy that could have been poached by any team a couple of weeks ago. And he absolutely diced you up. Now, I will say, I think Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is one of the best in the National Football League. I think he should be talked about like a top 5 guy. This guy's put that franchise, put that city on his back. Also a city in turmoil, like the Luka trade, the Micah Parsons trade, and this freaking guy, Dak Prescott, just gets it done every single week. He was slicing and dicing this defense, but we'll talk about the offense here a little more in depth here in a second. But I gotta ask you guys this: why did the Jets lose today? What's your biggest reason? Is it the offense? Is it the defense? Or is it just the Jets? Is that why they lost today? I'm probably going to stick to that. Just overall, not a good game, top to bottom. Like, the Cowboys came in here, and it looked like a varsity football team playing a JV football team. Like, the Jets weren't in the same class as them. Now, I do think the Cowboys, them only being favored by 2.5 was a little disrespectful. I mean, this is a team that just put up 40 on the Packers defense. Like, this offense is legit for the Cowboys, with or without CeeDee Lamb. And even when they get CeeDee Lamb back, they're going to be, I mean, again, like, you could talk about their defense in this game being one of the worst units in the league. Like, on the opposite side of the spectrum, the Cowboys offense, they got to be one of the best in the league. Like, and they did what they expected to do. Came in your building, hung 37 on you, and now you're looking at, I mean, the Jets' defensive point totals. Like, you give up 30-plus to the Steelers, 30 to the Bills, only gave up 29 to the Bucs. That's because you blocked the field goal later, else they would have scored 30. Dolphins put up 27, and today the Cowboys hang 37 on your head. Jets' defense is horrific. Why did the Jets lose? Because the Jets are the Jets. That's what I'll say there. But if you guys want to get some New York Jets merchandise and still support this football team, because I know a lot of you guys are some sickos, and if you want to get some good gifts for the holiday season, still a couple months away, but hey, get involved with some early shopping here. Check out chatsports.com/Jets hoodies. These are on sale right now, so take advantage of this. Link for this will be in the comment section and description of today's show, but chatsports.com/Jets hoodies. Click that link in the comment section and description of today's show. One positive of today's game, though, if you can have any positives out of that, Mason Taylor started to get going now again. Most of these stats are when this game was already, all said but done. But Mason Taylor, it's nice to get him more involved. 9 catches, 67 yards today. He should be the second receiving leader for this football team. I think he's your second best pass catching weapon. So keep on feeding him the rock. And then also Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson does it every week. He has an unreal catch. You just got to get him involved more early. Like, this guy's too good. And I wonder if Garrett Wilson, if he's, obviously he's invested with the Jets. He's talked about it, how he's committed to this team and turning it around. But I'm sure a little bit of Garrett Wilson is just like, man, am I just going to waste my career here in New York? Like, this guy is so freaking talented. Like, if he was paired up with, like, Dak Prescott, for example, Garrett Wilson would go for 1,400 yards, 1,500 yards every single season. Like, this guy is that special. He makes he makes great plays every single week. Like, truly just like one-of-a-kind plays. And I'll still say it, if you just go put on the highlight tape, like if you go every best receiver in the NFL, you say, hey, give me your 10 best catches over the last 5 years, I think Garrett Wilson might be number one, even over guys like Jefferson, even over guys like Chase. This guy has a crazy one-hander every single week. So clearly the talent is there. But, I mean, the Jets defense, like, all these guys stink outside of Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams is the only guy that, is really that good anymore. Will McDonald, he was, all right today, but you still don't really feel his impact. Jamie Sherwood, don't mean to pick on him, but whatever the Cowboys fullback name is, I mean, he took him for a ride on that one touchdown run from Javonte Williams. Like, just completely schooled them. And the Jets, like, your defense is that bad. You got to look at, like, the glue, and that is Jamie Sherwood. So, I'm still a fan of Sherwood. I still think he flies around the field, but, like, top to bottom, this defense. Now, I don't know if it's right for me when I'm looking at the game to, blame some of the blue chippers defensively, because, like, the bottom half of this defense is so bad. Like, guys like Tony Adams are terrible. Brandon Stevens still stinks. Like, there is a huge drop-off from, like, the top 3 or 4 players defensively to everybody else. And also Sauce, like, just call it like it is. He was pretty good throughout the whole game, but you get absolutely mossed by George Pickens. Like, that's a wide receiver 2 in the NFL. George Pickens is one of the better wide receiver 2s in the league. Like, I'm not saying, George Pickens is just a walk in the park, but for a guy that's making $30 million, like, you should put him in handcuffs. Like, you should get the better of him. And that's why I thought the Jets potentially had a chance in this game to slow down the Cowboys offense. Like, if you're able to stop the run, could not do that, and you had Sauce on George Pickens, like, I thought there was a chance that they could slow down this offense. But even though Pickens didn't have his day, freaking Ryan Flournoy or whatever his name is, just sliced and diced you. Like, he killed you. Like, Ryan Flournoy and Javonte Williams. It's just so New York Jets. It's so New York Jets. Tony Adams. I don't want to speculate too much here, but he might have something on Aaron Glenn. Like, he might have some, blackmailing situation, because why the hell is this guy still on the football field? Like, it's a joke. He is one of the worst players in the National Football League. He is just a net negative times 100 when he's out there. Guy just stinks. Guy's a terrible football player. Don't need to see him anymore. I mean, the fact that we're calling for a 4th-round rookie after week 1, to start in place of him. Same goes with Brandon Stevens. In fact, we're calling for a third-round rookie to start in place of you. Should say something. Those are day 2 and 3 picks. And these guys who you also paid money to have been horrible. So overall, terrible day for the Jets. You moved 0 and 5. You got the Broncos next week. Broncos are a good football team. They got a good run game. Sean Payton is going to probably try to drop 40 on Woody Johnson in London. That's just not good enough. Not good enough. But, hey, we're moving on. We'll still post videos every single day here. So if you guys want to help us reach 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button today. See you guys next time. As always, go Jets.